Tarantino's next project is an 8-episode miniseries. Silk will kick off a Marvel Sony series deal at Amazon, and Bob Iger is back as Disney CEO.
Welcome back, everybody, to Freeze Frame, brought to you by Strictly Casual. This is episode 88, the show where we stop and take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, and pop culture. I'm your host, Ryder Maldonado, joined as always by Vincent DeSantis. We're back after a little break. Vince, how you been?
I've been okay. We've been good. We got a lot of movie news for everybody. We got a lot of stuff. Going. Yeah. I'm just happy. I'm just ready to go. Ready to get in.
Yeah, dude. Holiday season. And
how you been? Happy birthday, Ryder.
Oh yeah, thanks. We're finally there, dude. It finally hit, and I was like, okay, that came and went. How sad.
Another rotation around the sun.
Another rotation. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. My man's 23.
Yeah. 24. I was like, oh man, I heard you the 4. And I was like, oh god, that would be crazy. It feels old. No, I'm just kidding. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've been doing well. We took a little week break, but we're back, and it's gonna be crazy because holidays coming up, so lots of news for the winter season. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple, let us know what you're thinking about the show. Give us a review. That always helps us out. It's huge. Even if it's something small to say, let us know what you're thinking, and we'd love to see it. We also have Discord and social media below. I think that what's the new thing, because I'm seeing everybody on Hive now.
Oh yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah,
I think I give it a week until nobody's talking about it, unless it gets some traction, and then people still talk about it for a little bit longer. But they had like just under 1 million signups overnight last night, which is that's a huge influx. Yeah. Now, I mean, we're talking big in like different weird fandoms, like pop culture fandoms, and then you have like gaming Twitter has like migrated. I've seen some of movie Twitter going over there.
Yes,
but those are it's not like I'm connected to every single network in Twitter, so I don't really know how much of a force Hive will be, and it's only run by 2 people. So if they don't if something happens, like they're really understaffed for that. So
you were the first person I saw post about it on Twitter, and then like after that, like every 5 minutes, like you said, I saw someone post almost the same thing, like, okay, this is a thing now, and I was like, I'm like, wait, you know? Okay. You? And you? And it just kept going.
Got to be an early adopter, bro. Got to be got to be where the people are.
You were the trend starter. You were the trend starter.
Not even close. I saw like 10 photos. I'm like, new social media. I'll try. I'll give it a shot. Dude, as I always do.
Vincent loves his apps. I'll say it. Vincent, if he got anything, it's his apps.
Dude, I just want to. I don't even have that many apps. I really only use Letterboxd, Twitter, and Instagram.
Okay,
that's it.
That's good.
And Marvel Snap now. This last like month and a half.
There you go. Yeah, that's great. But anyways, ladies and gents, again, we'll have TikTok coming back and more fun stuff on the way. LA Comic Con. I even forgot to talk about this off the podcast. Hey, we're gonna be hopefully LA Comic Con.
Yeah, I haven't even been able to think about it. To be honest,
Vince will be there regardless. Vince will be there too.
I can't promise, but
yeah, no,
it'll be fun.
I'll get you a ticket. You go. You got to be there with me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyways, let's see. Last quote of the week. If you want to take us through it, you can.
Last week quote was, "I'm just like any modern woman, trying to have it all. Loving husband, a family. I wish I had more time to seek out the dark forces and join their hellish crusade." And Ryder, what's that from?
This is Addams Family. This is Morticia, the classic. I thought we had a lot of Wednesday news. Jenna Ortega, in the news a lot, so I thought it was fitting. But that's that. Okay,
good.
We can get into it.
I love it. Let's get right into it with the latest story on the topics today. We have Silk. Spider Society will kick off a slate of Marvel/Sony series at Amazon. The Walking Dead's Angela Kang is showrunning with Phil Lord and Chris Miller as executive producers. This is from THR, The Hollywood Reporter. The Walking Dead showrunner has moved her overall deal from AMC to Amazon and is signed on over to oversee Silk Spider Society, the first in an expected slate of Marvel TV series based on the Sony Pictures universe that features more than 900 characters. The series, what a BS sentence, which features over 900 characters. The series, which is executive produced by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I mean a lot of comedy movies, and they've a pretty big repertoire. Will air first domestically on MGM Plus, the premium cable network currently known as Epix, and then globally on Amazon Prime's video platform. What? They're gonna release a Marvel Sony show on a random service called Epix before it goes to Amazon Prime Video?
Dude, I was shocked too to read it. I was like, what? This is interesting.
I think they already have there's a lot of weird red flags here. There's a lot of red flags for me.
Okay.
One, I haven't seen anything from Sony Marvel besides Spider-Verse that I've enjoyed recently. The Walking Dead, not critically acclaimed in the last 10 years. It's been like 15 years. It just ended this week, actually. That's a big
Yesterday was its last episode, I think.
Yeah, I was told that it ends like a regular season with room for 3 spinoffs that they tease after the credits.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
And there's already been 6 spinoff shows of The Walking Dead in the past 15 years.
It's crazy.
Which is wild. So yeah, I don't know if I'm too excited about this. I love Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I think they're very creative minds. Is this a live action? Is this animated? I don't know.
Yeah, as for details, I think this is very earlier on. I think the one thing that excites me, of course, is that it is in the Spider Universe. There's a lot of potential for a lot of characters, you know, like
Spider-Verse. It's in Spider-Verse.
That's the thing. Oh, you know what? I think it's connected to the Madam Web / like they want to create it to kind of connect to that, which, depending on how Madam Web is working out production wise, performs, that might create its own universe with what was the Kraven the Hunter, that universe, which is Venom, and it's all the same universe. They're trying to make it big, but they're trying to really expand, I guess.
Silk is a child character or no?
Yeah, there's different iterations, but yeah, you're right. Silk, Spider-Man, what's it? Yeah, Silk is very popular. I've seen this cosplay done a million times, and
oh yeah, she has a sweet design. It's the coolest parts of Spider-Man. You have like the sweet suit, and then she wears this badass red bandana.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, this is sick.
Yeah,
I don't really know anything about Silk or Madam Web or anything.
Yeah, me too. This is where it's like, okay, now I have time to research what the character is and get into it if it is something. But Amazon Studios Family is the next chapter of my career, said Kang. Yeah, so okay. Well, Korean American superhero. That's cool.
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is Silk, created by Dan Slott. Okay, there's a name that we've been throwing around. Dan Slott's
a very prolific Spider-Man author in the comic books.
Yeah, so there you go. So
maybe the best.
Yeah. Debut domestically. Okay. So yeah, not too much details. Again, it's pretty early, but I do think, like I said, potential for connection.
So, but dude, can you imagine this thing comes out? Reviewers are sent screeners. Nobody pays the extra $10 a month to watch this in an elsewhere platform, and then it comes to Amazon, and then people start watching it.
That's where it'll blow up.
Oh yeah, nobody's paying. I'm not paying an extra $10 for Epix to watch this. Unless it's like mind-shattering good, and then maybe I'll consider a month subscription if it's all out at once.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where all I gotta do is block a couple words on Twitter, and I won't see spoilers, and I'll wait for the Amazon release, right?
Yeah, it just comes down to the streaming. The streaming costs again are just ridiculous. Oh shoot, my mic arm just fell.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, like I also saw that they were talking that this is like the start of their own universe. They want to potentially grow that because they have so many characters. They're like, let's milk this entire just messing with his mic. Let's milk everything we got from the Spider Universe now because it's so successful, right?
I guess. I guess that would be the right thing, but it's just like beating a dead horse. It's like, what else can you? If it's not a good story, I don't care. Like at the end of the day, it's like I don't really care about seeing new characters unless it's a good story or a worthwhile endeavor. It's like I'm not gonna watch it just because it's Spider-Man now.
Yeah. Well, they look to No Way Home and they say, look, if No Way Home is still one of the biggest films in the past couple of years, let's keep going. I think that's what they're seeing,
I guess, but that's like a bad business plan. I think the proof's in the pudding now that you can't do that anymore. Like you can't.
Okay.
Like you see Venom? Like Venom is dog
they're
water,
trying their best,
and they're making a third movie. They're making a third movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dang.
It's not like it.
Yeah, it's
the first one was not good. The second one was worse, and we'll see about the third one.
my hopes are for this Madam Web pick. I think Madam Web.
They're treating it like a B movie, dude. They're treating it like a B movie.
Really? Okay.
Totally. I think
potential there is though there for the multiverse for for the live action to go into the animated. I think they're gonna do it, dude.
It'd be sick. I would love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Potentially.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. But that's all I got.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right, moving into the next story. Ryder, you can lead this one.
Quentin Tarantino and plans to shoot an 8-episode TV series in 2023. This comes from Variety. The film director shared news of the project Wednesday night while promoting his new book, Cinema Speculation, at a New York event hosted by Elvis Mitchell. He was forthright with narrative and production details around the project. Tarantino has worked in television before, directing 2 episodes of CSI, Crime Scene Investigation in 2005, so quite a bit ago. Since then, he's flirted with venturing back, with reports emerging in February that the director was in talks to helm installments of FX's Justified revival. But
he's not anymore, yeah, I don't think.
That show came and went. Excuse me. The New York conversation covered a lot of ground, with Tarantino touching on other projects he circled over the years. The writer-director shared that he wrote a play before Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was completed, and he stated that he was approached to do a dialogue polish of Sam Jackson's 2000s Shaft reboot, but rejected the offer.
They did like a bunch of Shaft movies. They just did another one a couple years ago. I don't know. I didn't see it, but
yeah, there's some franchises out there that you see like 5 sequels come out, and you don't know until after they're done on DVD when you're like, these came out.
Yeah.
They had no marketing budget.
That's why I'm so sad about Fletch, dude. Like Fletch lives. No. Dude, no marketing at all. It was in theaters for like a couple weeks and is now on digital.
Yeah, I'm thankful that I follow some accounts that post like, all those trailers, like those type where it's like,
what does that mean? All those trailers.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I guess smaller films. Well, like
I think your Twitter feed is the pop culture Twitter feed, like we were talking about.
I see all the trailers. You don't get the
other stuff.
Well, I see Banshees of Inisherin and like even Fletch. Like I see all those trailers, so I'm like I know mostly every film that comes out, but it's just right. No popularity for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then so after he asked which comic book he would adapt if given the choice, Tarantino stated that he would be interested in bringing Marvel's Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos to the screen. Of course, we know the original from Captain America, but yeah, I mean, people talked about that he would work on Star Trek. I think following the success of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he wants to change it up and do something different.
He considers Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as his best film.
Yeah. So he's on a high.
Which is crazy too. And not only that, is he wrote a book. Like that is an extended version basically of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he thinks that's his best work. It's not even a movie, it's a book. Yeah. Like he's like, this is my best creative work, which is crazy to me.
He's on a stride. He's going on a great stride, and I'm like,
but not even great stride. It's just like he's done. He has one more movie, and I hope this show is not in place of his last movie. For every year, every interview ever, he always says, "I have 10 movies. I'm doing 10 films." Yeah. Does this count as the 10th film, or is this a placeholder in between his 10th film?
I would hope that he does like a show, right? But that's the kind of just like, I'm doing a middle ground. Like, give it time before his last one, because I think everyone's like, okay, so. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Because of how great he's been. He has. I don't know. I wouldn't say he really has misses. Like I've enjoyed every single one of his movies, but
yeah, there's like a couple that I don't think are as good as the other ones, but they're not bad. They're good movies. Yeah,
they're all great. They're so well written, and I think his final one, whether it's a connecting to like Kill Bill or something fresh, I think it'd be cool to see something complete again, new and a bang, go off with a bang.
I wonder if this TV show, this TV series that he's working on, if Tarantino is not directing it. What if he's just writing it or producing it?
Yeah, that would make sense too,
or maybe jumps in front of the camera a little bit, does a little acting. He's done that. He's done it before. He'll do it again.
Yeah, I remember watching a doc about him. Like him and his acting. He likes. I want to say
he's a comedian before he was a.
Oh yeah.
I was watching a really, I don't know where the interview was, but he was just talking about, like growing up in the comedy scene and how that influenced like his work now. Yeah, and like how that he was able to meet people then. That helps his way. Not even through the film industry, like through comedy. Oh, which is so weird.
Yeah. That's cool. Interesting. Yeah. I I don't know, pretty cool. This guy, whatever he writes,
I'm here for it. I'll check it out. Yeah, if it's interesting. I'm not like a Tarantino. I wouldn't consider myself like a fanatic or anything. Like I know some people like live and die.
Yeah. By his teachings
Tarantino.
and how he writes and everything. Yeah. His stuff is really taught. Yeah. Yeah, he's great.
I'm not like a completionist, Tarantino completionist. I haven't seen all of it. In terms of like.
No, yeah, I'm with you. Sorry.
The films he's produced and stuff like that too.
The new Bev. New Bev is hey, he's doing good stuff with the new Bev. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, dude. Keep the new Bev alive forever.
35 million. Okay, but yeah, as for series, whatever it is, we'll keep you guys updated. That's interesting stuff.
We shall see. But Ryder, it is time for the headline clip of the
I'm very excited.
All right, Ryder, you're gonna intro this. I'm gonna give you the countdown. Ready?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Bob Iger is back as Disney's CEO. Disney's possibly restored. Lots of hype and excitement online last night. But what does this mean? And how has he contributed to the Disney company? Why should you care? Let's get into some of the details of his career and what this means being back at Disney. Vince, you want to take us through some of this?
Yeah, so here we go. Iger has led the charge on acquiring Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and most recently 20th Century Fox. The first 3 acquisitions alone have earned Disney more than $33.8 billion at the global box office, not including product promotion and marketing cost, or the benefit of merchandise and theme park extensions. $33.3 billion, Ryder. He's responsible for hiring of Pete Docter and Jennifer Lee to helm Pixar, and the rehelming of Disney Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, incorporating more Disney branding to theme parks, focusing on high-quality films, and launching Disney Plus.
Yeah, so a lot of people like to contribute Bob Iger as the second to Walt Disney, essentially, that he is just as contributing to the success of Disney as Walt was originally, because Bob Iger took Disney to the success that it was, and I think a lot of people know Iger to be creative first, businessman second, and that's what I always admired about him. We saw this at Expo, we saw this online in interviews and movie premieres. Like, he always gleamed a sense of appreciation and support for the creatives in mind. So that's why I think there was so much happiness for him to come back, because of the choices that Chapek had made, during the pandemic and as his time as CEO following him.
Sure.
I
mean, this guy secures the bag, retires, writes a book, secures another bag, and then gets a call from Disney and says, hey, we've got this bag for you.
They're like, we need you to fix this. So since Chapek took over, here's some of the stuff that he did, for like, why was there so much kind of antagonistic demeanor toward Chapek? Disney has seen the effects of ongoing, the global pandemic. So of course they were losing money. So Chapek, being the businessman he was like, okay, I need to make us back that money. So of course the debut of Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, and there were price increases for both theme parks and tickets and
people
foods
don't
and
love
beverages. That. Yeah, like that's all he did in his tenure was
that's it.
Prices. Yeah, that's all really the important things that we know about. According to Walt Disney World News Today, price increases have been tied with new policies, reduced service levels, and the removal of free benefits that guests have enjoyed years beforehand. So I mean, there's just a lot of negative nature that people didn't even internally. I cannot confirm nor deny, but it feels like there was a lot of talk about that the morale is not high ever since Iger left, and so to have him back, I mean, it's like great. Now we have Walt back. Let's get the positivity back up. Let's get the creative side of nature, because also when it comes to Marvel and Star Wars and the pumping out of the content, we're seeing quality diminish. That's kind of the conversation. It's just pumping out content. I think this is going to be the shift back to pre-Endgame. This is what made it so fun and so great, was Iger to support these companies like Lucasfilm and Marvel.
On a film level, though, I can't imagine he's making any creative decision.
No.
At like under Pixar and Lucasfilm and Marvel. Like, I have to assume he's overseeing them and at a corporate level and stuff. But I don't know if he will actually turn the tide on that sort of thing, like on story quality, or not story quality, but just like the quality of shows. Maybe he has less that, like, the output's less. Like, maybe he instates something that makes the output less, which makes the quality then go up or something. But I don't think he's like creatively, like, just because we're at a low point, in my opinion, on story for like Marvel or like even in Star Wars. Except for Andor, but like things that are at a low point, let's say. I don't know if just hiring Iger is like, oh, upward trajectory now for everything.
No,
like
yeah.
bro, Disenchanted should have been a hit. I'll say it. Enchanted, such a great movie. I absolutely love it. I was so excited that they're making a sequel. That seems like it's ripe for good press and everything. Apparently it sucks. Apparently it's terrible. I haven't watched it though. And it's things like that where like I don't really know how much of an effect him coming back is going to have on that. Even then, I'm sure Bob Chapek, whatever, he probably already has things in plan that we won't see the fruition of for a couple years too, that are already in motion. So it's like I don't know. Time will tell, but I don't want to credit Iger for the success or failure of certain films, I guess.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say film specific, but like it was his like kind of he gave the advice to Kathleen to slow down Star Wars after I think Last Jedi, and so I think like that's why we're seeing because I feel like if it wasn't for that, we would just see another trilogy already probably be out. You know, like so there's I don't think movies, but more so global like macro company wide success is what we'll see. It's not movies.
I agree. I think that's what we will see.
But it does benefit from it because Kevin Feige would get so much support from him of like, go out in your way and do this. But I think when your boss is very much like, yeah, let's just make content, let's go. It's not really. I mean, it's not there.
Daddy Kevin's still producing like 8 films at a time though, which is like an impossible task.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so real quick, here's what Iger, since he's back, he's not back forever. So his statement from Disney came out saying he has agreed to serve as Disney CEO for 2 years, only 2, with a mandate from the board of directors to set the strategic direction for renewed growth and to work closely with the board in developing a successor to lead the company at the completion of his term. So again, making a new CEO that he thought would be great, but choosing the right one for him to leave and put the company on the right direction. Because these last 2 years, we know, like we've talked about this for 2 years, and I think ultimately it's leadership of the company.
Leadership's very important for a company, for all around. Yeah, just like you said with morale and rallying people. I like Bob Chapek or whatever. I couldn't even tell you his name before. The day he was put in and the day that he was taken out. I'm sure there's more to this story. There has to be, not just like with people upset with certain decisions Disney's making and stuff, but there has to be more to this story to kick him out and have this press release on a Sunday night. Which is just insane to me. I don't know.
But we'll see what happens with Disney, and we'll see like what exactly. I don't think that much is going to change now because I think Iger's going to focus on the successor. I don't think he's going to work on like. I think he'll work on.
I think he'll make some big decisions. But I definitely think that finding a new successor that is better fit is probably one of his goals on being in there. But he also, Bob Iger, sent an email to all Disney employees. Did he specialize things to different people, or was it just a general email to everyone? Company-wide email, and just. You could tell his excitement through this email. You can find this email online if you want to read the whole thing. But there's a little piece right here that I just thought stood out. And just it says, I know this company has asked so much of you during these past 3 years, and these times certainly remain quite challenging. But as you have heard me say before, I am an optimist. And if I've learned one thing from my years at Disney, it is that even in the face of uncertainty, perhaps especially in the face of uncertainty, our employees and cast members achieve the impossible. And I think that's a pretty awesome statement coming back. Feels good to read, feels good to hear. So Bob Iger, blow our socks off, dude. Let's see it.
We're ready for it. Create us first.
Yeah. Let's make it happen. All right, guys, if you want to listen to the entire podcast, you can go on audio platforms and type in Freeze Frame, Strictly Casual. It's a little yellow box. It says Freeze Frame. You can subscribe on YouTube and become a member there if you want to watch the whole episode, or you can watch this clip on YouTube. You're probably already watching that right now. And we appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Beautiful.
I also thought it was interesting that Bob Iger, apparently he's delayed his retirement from Disney 3 times because he keeps trying to leave, but they just like, listen, don't go.
I'm sure it's hard
with this last thing.
Like logistically, having a new person run Disney, like one of, if not the biggest corporation in the world, there's a lot of money in belief in him as well. So like, how are you
for 4 decades? I didn't like that's.
He's been there for 40 years.
His whole life. Yeah. And I wanted to look up. I want to say he was under Walt's, not like his hand.
No
like,
way.
No, that's probably way too early. But at least like
Yeah.
not Walt Disney himself, but like the second after that, the family, he was close to the family to where they chose him. You know what I mean? Like he was close, something like that. I don't know the exact details, but it was where.
You think you walk into Bob Iger's house and he's got like, you know, giant Mickey Mouse that like greets you by the door and like just things like that.
100%. I think he's such a big Disney guy. Yeah.
It's scary.
That's just crazy.
I love it.
But yeah, but you know what I think of him as? Mr. Rogers. Like he's very much like, you can tell it's from the heart. Even when he's like at Expo, the first time I saw him, it was like, man, people stood up because they were so happy to see like, he's a supporter of the company. But when JPEG came out, people were
he looks like one of my old manager's husbands, Bob Iger. Every time I look at him, like, oh, it's blank. I'm like, hey, I know that guy. I don't know that guy.
That's funny. Okay, we're moving on now. As that was fun. Thanks for talking with me about that one. Indiana Jones, dude. Oh my gosh, how hyped are you for Indy?
Dude, thank God it's not a time travel movie like it was reported a couple weeks ago. I was so scared. The time travel was in
you sent that
conversation with. It starts with a de-aged portion of Harrison Ford, like the movie starts off. So it's not time travel. It's just it's a flashback. And it's not like it goes back and forth. Harrison Ford talked on the de-aging and he said it was the best de-aging he's ever seen. He's like, it looks real, looks just like me.
Yeah. So if it's the ending, I'm sure we're gonna see the beginning, like where he's.
The story's like the flashback is near Last Crusade type time.
Oh yeah, line. That's great.
And then the story of the actual movie is about the space race. So it's about like the moon landing, which is awesome. That sounds great. And so Nazis.
Yeah. Because like they're still involved in like post World War II. They're still involved because the scientists. You know, we both know the story, but yeah, for those of you that don't know, it's like, how awesome is that they're sleepers, right? Kind of sleeper cells involved in the American government, so he has to like stop that.
It's gonna be crazy.
I imagine the third act, the kind of final hurrah, is he has to stop a rocket launch that's gonna blow up. Well, no, that's too. I'm thinking too much Mission Impossible. That's not what his movies are. What is his third? A third act's usually to find something, right? It's not really to stop. Yeah.
Man, I gotta rewatch all the movies because I love them. I love them so much. Yeah. I think, I just want to watch The Last Crusade over and over again because it's the best Indiana Jones movies. I love it.
Boyd Holbrook is also in it. There was a photo release of him on a bike. Dude, he's so good. He's so fitting for this era. That's right. I forget Mangold did Logan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the connection. He worked with him already. So I guess that's pretty cool.
He's also in Vengeance. Right? Isn't he the brother in Vengeance?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. Mads Mikkelsen looks great. With the little circle glasses. He's definitely a Nazi.
Yeah, he's definitely a Nazi scientist for sure. Yeah. Crazy. So check out those images, guys. I was gonna make a joke to you. Imagine like, his final moment, he's looking out to the sunset and the flashback is him. This is so corny. He walks into like
Mikkelsen?
No, sorry, Harrison. And he's like, it's a flashback. De-aged young kid walks into a store. And he's like, I'll take this one. And it's a hat that he buys. And then it's like, oh, I like this leather.
I hate it. I hope it's not that. I would cry.
That's awful. And he's like, it's a leather store.
There's a flashback in, like, that's how Last Crusade starts. Is a young Indiana Jones. And then, like, at one point, his mentor, like, dips his hat. He puts the hat on Indy's head and dips his hat. And then when Indiana Jones looks back up, it cuts. And he's on a ship, and he looks up, and it's like regular Indiana Jones with the hat. It's like such a cool transition.
Damn.
Oh, it's a great movie.
I need more of that.
I love it. There's a third Princess Diaries movies in the works, and it's a continuation, not a reboot. Anne Hathaway isn't confirmed to star yet. God, she better. Hathaway does not have a deal to return according to sources, but she has publicly stated her support for a third installment, and the hope is that she would return should the potential new film move forward beyond the script stage. God bless. This to me is another surefire hit, just like Enchanted 2. But God,
I hope that we're in it.
As of right now, I have zero hope in this movie being enjoyable. But can't wait. I'll watch it.
When I saw Disenchanted, I didn't think it was that bad. I was like, this is like, I went in expecting that. You know what I mean? For Disney, I was like, yeah, that's what I expected. So.
That's sad. They've really tanked your expectations. Because if you go back and watch
Why wasn't
Enchanted,
that bad?
shit's perfect, dude. That's a great movie.
Like if Enchanted, oh man,
Yeah.
that movie is timeless, dude. Like if
good.
Enchanted was a 10, I'll say Disenchanted was like a 6.5. Okay, 6.
And in
6.
reality, Enchanted's like
so
a 6.5.
Yeah,
you know, on an enjoyment scale, it's much higher. But it's not a great movie or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I left Disenchanted and I was like, okay, no, yeah, I had fun and it was great.
You felt disenchanted?
Yeah, because I don't know, I was an older person. So when I saw like when there was Disney songs,
That's true. It's
I
not
didn't
gonna
think
be
it
the
was
same.
for me. I was like, okay, I'm not a kid.
We're too old now, dude.
Yeah.
We've aged out.
But watching Enchanted on Disney Channel, you remember seeing it. It was like, oh, this is amazing. It's so mature, you know. So
yeah, that's right. It was all about adults, you know.
Yeah.
It's all about adults.
So if a lot of adults are reviewing Disenchanted, I don't really see the.
Do you know what Enchanted kind of had?
What's that?
Enchanted kind of had a Wolf Among Us type vibe to it.
Wolf Among Us? The Wolf Among Us? Oh, like the Telltale game?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in what way? I haven't played that one. Like the story beast.
Yeah, storybooks, but in real life, like a story. It's like fairy tales in real life.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's all.
It's
an interesting vibe. It's not everybody can capture that without it being stupid. And
no,
I didn't think
you're 100% right. Like it really was. I think first of its kind because I think we saw the animation right, and then they went live action. There's something so different.
It's cool. I don't know. It was fun. It's a good one. I remember that one being great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so exciting. Feed Alvarez's Alien movie. This is something I think we talked about the announcement of this so a while back. It's gonna start filming early 2023. Kaylee Spiney is in talks to star. I've seen her in a little bit of stuff. I don't have like what she's in, but hey, yeah, great. Man, you know how much Alien means to me, dude. And like, they were working on a series. I think we talked about series, but now it's like a film. Film's coming.
They've done a lot of Alien movies. They've done a lot of Alien movies. So we'll see.
I just want the same vibe because, like, did you ever see Alien Covenant? The last?
I've never seen any Alien movie.
Oh my god,
anyone?
That's right.
No, I haven't seen.
This is bad, dude. We gotta watch. You will
probably
know
seen every major clip. I've probably seen every major clip for the first movie, but I haven't seen it.
Alien Covenant and like Prometheus are very like very predictable.
And then Covenant is the one with Fassbender, right?
Yeah, so Fassbender's in both Prometheus, and that one kind of connects. It's like its own separate thing, but they kind of set up Alien in a way.
I'll watch them. I feel like I would dig it. I just got to do it.
Yeah, they're prequels to Alien. So do you like doing release order or chronological order?
Release order, for sure.
Okay. So yeah, Alien and then Aliens, and then you don't need the third and fourth, and then Prometheus and then Alien Covenant, because that's kind of like, whoa, that's how Alien came about? It's cool.
Okay.
It had so much gravity.
Okay, then we have Jason Blum and James Wan are planning to merge Blumhouse. Oh god, this is interesting. Blumhouse and Atomic Monster into a horror powerhouse for Universal. That's fascinating to me because, I mean, Jason Blum and James Wan might be like the biggest names in horror, I would say. So this would be an absolute horror powerhouse. That's correct. That's crazy.
It was a good year for horror movies, honestly, with like Smile, Nope, and well, not really.
Yeah,
but
there's a couple more I want to catch up on. Like I want to see Pearl.
Barbarian.
Yeah, Barbarian was wild.
There's a lot.
Fresh.
Out
this year.
Okay.
Did you watch Fresh?
Yeah, it's Sebastian Stan, right? That one?
Yeah, that was a weird movie.
Yeah.
That was a really weird movie.
That one was good. It was enjoyable.
It was fun. It was enjoyable to watch. Yeah, it's not like great, but
yeah, but there's man, these guys, dude. That'd be such a good. I see it happening, dude. I see like imagine that Universal Halloween Horror Nights. That'd be crazy.
James Wan just does a little bit of everything, dude. The guy's directed a freaking Fast and Furious movie. He's directed a bunch of horror movies, like
DC.
He did Aquaman. Yeah,
yeah, he's dipping his toe in everything. Yeah. Okay, this is crazy. You ready? Dom Toretto, Family. This is all you, Vince. Fast X.
Good God.
The budget has reportedly hit $340 million, which is up 70% from the previous Fast and Furious at $200 million, which is like what?
I just, I can't wait for Fast X to be just the cultural reset that we all need. I'm gonna be sitting in seat F10 at the movie theater, just like I sat in seat F9 for F9 and F8 for F8. Yeah. It's gonna be great.
They're moving closer to the middle. Yeah.
Yep, slowly but surely. I can't wait for this movie. It's gonna be terrible. I mean, I can't wait.
I don't know. I mean, listen. I joked about it for years about them going to space. I don't
They
know.
really did it.
And that was my child, Goo brain being like, what's the
Yeah, it could
wildest
be
thing they
Goblin
can do?
movie brain. Yeah,
Exactly that. And
Yeah.
they did it. So like, I don't know. Maybe a dragon pops up and like
I think fantasy is in the question now.
fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mythical time travel. Time travel.
I think time travel is extremely likely to happen in this.
Like on the back of a car and they pull it back to the future.
But not in this one. Not this one. They tease it, and then for Fast X Part 2, that's when they time travel.
Oh my gosh. It's the end game of the Fast universe.
It is. It totally is.
They go back and they go to the first race and they stop Jason Statham from crashing into Han, which faked his death.
Sure.
What a mind
God, this
cluster
is
that is.
And then we have Bradley Cooper to star in Steven Spielberg's Bullet reboot. The iconic character Frank Bullitt was originally played by Steve McQueen.
Classic.
God, Bradley Cooper is so epic.
Yeah. He's one of those like him and a couple other actors. They're very like old. They feel like old Hollywood. Bradley Cooper's one of them.
Bradley Cooper could give an old Hollywood vibe, yeah.
He's done a lot of like modern comedies, but he's making a shift.
To what?
To like more serious dramatic stuff. Like you did Star Wars.
You should play Spawn the Pines, dude.
Oh no. See that's something.
Dude, you should watch that. I think you'd like it.
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. It's a good movie. I like that one.
My mom told me the stuff about that one. That one seems crazy.
It's a little intense. I was like, oh, gotta breathe a little bit during this movie.
Oh man.
Speaking of breathing during movies, Ryder, what have you been watching this week?
Oh man, I was so excited to come to you with some of this stuff. So White Lotus.
Because I've watched like nothing.
Oh damn.
It's so sad.
Okay. So White Lotus, I'm getting through this show on HBO Max. This is something I recommend for everybody. It's pretty mature, but yeah, like it's funny because it's very like it makes you feel uneasy. It's queasy. It's I don't know. It's just like a resort that has a lot of people that have different social classes, I guess. And so you put them in like a hotel, see how they interact. It's very.
Is it like a murder or something like that?
There is a murder that happens, and so it's not really like a murder mystery to figure out. It's here's a lot of dialogue and a lot of drama, but at this point, anybody could die or be murdered or kind of drop dead unexpectedly. So it's kind of who you think. Yeah, so it could be anybody at this point. But the film that I'm really excited to tell you about is Stutz on Netflix.
This is on my watch list. Yeah,
I really, really think you'd love this. It's not long by any means. This is Jonah Hill, a documentary he made about his therapist, Phil Stutz. Oh my gosh, really well made. It was honest. It was real. It hit me on such a emotional beat, and like they did like exercises that a therapist teaches. And he said he's a great therapist. He's been doing it for his whole life. They did some exercises that even like hit me on a profound level. I was like, wow, this is life-changing stuff that I'm going to try and implement in my life. Yeah. Like tools, they use tools that they, you close your eyes and you think about something. I won't tell you what it is, but you got to do it. You got to do it along with them. And man, it makes a difference. Like it's some crazy stuff.
I'll have to watch. I am very excited to see that. I think Jonah Hill is very insightful, and I think what am I looking for? He just knows how he's at surface level. Jonah Hill is still thought of as like, oh, super bad Jonah Hill, dick joke,
and he
stuff
talks
like
about that,
which is funny
because
because I think that is so shifted in the last couple of years as well, and I'm sure that is challenging for him too. But I can't wait to see that. That sounds super interesting. Yeah.
He opens up about it like his brother's death. I didn't know his brother passed. And even Stutz, like, man, they even have huge revelations in the show and like huge reveals. I mean, sorry, not show, in the movie, my bad, documentary. Like huge reveals in the movie and like the way they film
reveals about what? Like his life?
Like just like revelations that they're like life turning. You see a click that happens and you're like, wow, this, because it's, I just won't tell you. You're gonna have to watch it and then we'll have to talk about it at the end.
Yeah.
But like one quick thing that I will tell you, like briefly about like a tool is like think on yourself in the past when you felt the most defeated or left out or embarrassed, lonely, whatever, right? You have to close, you close your eyes, you think about that, and you talk to that person, and you tell them how do you feel, and you have a relationship with that person, and you have to have a better relationship with that person when you go into a nerve-wracking event, because you think about where you were and where you are now and how much better you are. And it's just, man, it was like, wow, it has a whole different outlook on life.
Yeah, I'm very interested to watch that. That sounds great. And that's on Netflix, right?
Netflix, yeah. Stuts.
Yeah. Couple good Netflix movies this season. Couple good ones.
I started the show 1899. From the
I heard it's really bad.
Dark.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay.
I mean,
well, I was reading some stuff.
It's convoluted. It's long and convoluted. I'll tell you that.
I was hearing some stuff that in 1899, like one of the main characters withholds information from another character that would solve the show in the first episode or something like that. It's like because this character's hiding a secret, like just because they would reveal that secret defeats the purpose of the show, and that just makes the show uninteresting. That's what I was reading, like critics watching about it or something like that. I don't really know.
Okay, so I totally understand that but I was watching, I was just like, oh, okay, I guess. Okay. I was like, whatever.
Because I think Dark is awesome.
Dark, yeah.
I never finished it, but the first season I watched was really good. Yeah.
Amazing. One of the best because of time travel. But yeah, this one is like, I wouldn't say it's as good as Dark, but it definitely, I don't know, it just keeps you going. It's content to watch.
Okay, gotcha.
But I don't think it's bad, but it's definitely just like,
I've only heard like a couple things. I haven't really.
It's too complicated. And then Fableman's new Spielberg movie, might be checking that out tonight.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah. Very excited for you to see that. I can't wait to see that too.
Anything on your radar?
Well, I have watched one thing this week. I haven't finished it. And I hate not finishing movies because but I've watched it in 2 pieces already. I've got to finish the last piece today because it's so damn long. It's All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix. Dude, it is intense. It is so intense. It's one of those war movies that it's so grisly and hard to watch. It's on levels of like making you as uncomfortable, maybe if not more uncomfortable than like a Saving Private Ryan, like visuals. It's beautifully shot, dude. This movie's insane. Daniel Bruhl, the guy that's gosh. Yeah, he's one of the leads in this, and he's incredible.
You got me. I'll watch it now.
Dude, it is so good. A lot of Oscar buzz on this one too, so I wanted to make sure to check it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to finish it. It's like just over 3 hours long. I think I'm in the last 45 minutes or so. I hope to finish that tonight. So yeah.
Okay, man, that'll be on the list.
It's very good. Very good. But that's it, movie wise. I mean, we watched Black Panther, but that's I haven't been to the theater besides Black Panther in like 2 months.
Yeah. It's we've been busy. Yeah.
And I want to see like 10. There's like 6 movies I want to see. Someone just Marcel the Shell with Shoes On just got purchased on Vinity Plus, so that's available for Vinity Plus subscribers now. Yeah. And so I'm excited to watch that. Tar is on digital now. So I'll probably watch that at home, I guess.
Kate winning, or that's what they're saying. Kate might win.
I mean, I hear she's great. I can't wait to watch it. I don't really know anything about it, so.
Me neither. Yeah. I know nothing. The Menu was one that they're talking about. Not like for
it had a good opening. It had a big opening.
There's a lot out right now this holiday season.
I know. It's hard to go out.
Glass Onion comes out this week apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I would like to see that in theaters before watching that.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah, I got to. I would way rather see that in theaters than on my TV at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'll try and see it. I'll let you know if I go see it.
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. I'll drive out.
What?
I'll drive out to Glendale.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. We'll talk about it. Okay. What about Avatar? Are we interested in Avatar? No, right?
No, I don't really care about Avatar. I just think it looks visually really awesome, but like I'm not excited for it.
Yeah, I don't have tickets at all for that. I don't know if I'll see it.
I'll watch it. When does it come out? 3 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, in a couple weeks. But
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna miss it.
You know what I thought about? I don't think it's gonna do good at all. I think it's gonna bomb.
No, it's gonna do incredible. You're crazy. It's gonna do so good.
I give it like I give it a solid 2 weeks, and that 3rd week it's gone. It's gone.
No way.
I think it's gonna disappoint James Cameron a lot. I really do. I just don't think. Listen, and I know this is not right, but there's just not a talk about it. maybe, and I know that's just social media, but like nobody's talking about it. I don't even see advertising.
Were people talking about it before Avatar 1 came out? Or was it like, oh my God, go see Avatar 1? Like, go see Avatar after it was out.
I expect like No Way Home levels of conversation for this movie, being the biggest one of all time.
Did No Way Home have a lot of conversation outside of comic book TikTok or comic book Twitter?
I saw it just in general on Twitter. I would say,
yeah,
like
it was a lot. It was a lot.
On Twitter.
It was a lot.
Just Twitter though, but I don't know.
But like,
else.
do we think it wasn't bigger than Avatar? That movie wasn't bigger than Avatar.
No,
it's just a thought.
Mm-hmm. But I even saw like billboards and like bus, things on the buses. Like
I'm sure there was like that for Avatar.
Yeah,
like 1.
Well, I want to start seeing. I want to start seeing that for 2.
We'll see. We'll
see
start seeing it.
Okay.
2 weeks before, they'll just be a hard push. New trailer.
True. Oh yeah.
Press stuff.
Oh yeah.
James Cameron saying we've already filmed 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, so make sure you watch number 2. Like,
dude, he's gonna throw out some bombs in those interviews. You know he is.
He's gonna be like, don't worry, like you can see it in theaters, but I'm gonna be releasing it on a new premium format disc called 8K 4D, and you actually have to put it in a special player, and it's gonna be high frame rate. Make sure you have a $17,000 TV and a headset, to watch this perfectly.
That's good.
You'll want this for Avatar 3 too, because there will be a $500 upgrade when the third one drops on digital. So yeah.
But you can buy the subscription and it's only half off.
Right. We'll ship you the equipment to play it. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, and on that note, we're ending right there, ladies and gents. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a great week. We're back. We're back finally. It's holiday season. There's a lot going on. It's gonna be crazy times, but we're excited. We're happy to be here.
Next week we'll be back as like regular.
Oh yeah. Sure. Nothing crazy. But yeah, check us out on all the social media down below. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram because it's still live. We're still there, and TikTok for your
Twitter's not gonna die.
Twitter's not gonna die. No, but I thought it was funny. They almost did. More content coming your way, and enjoy everything coming out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.